Hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome to Songs of Silence. It is a heroic strategy, kind of kingdom builder, kind of conquest-y game that I played a while ago when it came out in early access and did a video for 1.0, and I'm back for the Celestial Church DLC that adds a new faction, a new campaign, and a bunch of other stuff that I'm not fully aware of. It's in the patch notes, but let's see, news and updates, here it is. So yeah, 2 new hero classes, 6 new vocations, 8 new units, 5 new strategy cards, 5 new battle cards, unit perks, capital, new characters, fully voiced dialogues, 4 chapters, and procession access the starting army of this faction. Interesting. I'm curious about how this one goes. And yeah, you can still use it in multiplayer, because this game has an extensive multiplayer mode, where you can face off against other people, or bots, which is what I'm going to be doing. There's also a scenarios mode, which I actually think is really neat. I think they only have 3 at the moment, but they're effectively challenge maps, where you play as a faction, you have a couple of goals, like win in 25 turns, which is a little tricky. Anyway, I'm going to be playing skirmish mode, and see how this goes. So yeah, new faction seems to kind of be magic, fantasy, Spanish Inquisition. We'll see how it goes. Not the most practiced person on this game, but I like featuring it whenever it gets a big update if I can. So we are playing as Belinda the Ascetic. She is a Venom Whisperer. Okay, so we have a couple of cards, we have a couple of abilities. We've got our capital. Let's just take a look at our capital first. Okay, or capital, okay. Weissenstein Location Settlement. What is this? Buildings. Oh, it's a building upgrade slot. Each building can have, location can have 1 building upgrade. So we can put something on it. So, Confession Tower 2. So this one already has a building slot. Confession Tower grants 7 gold income per turn, reduces faith decline per turn from -2 to -1, and guarantees a minimum faith income of 1 per turn. Also adds the storage perk. Okay. Buffs. Army effects panel. So we can see various things that are going on. So we currently have... I see. So healer... Oh, so we can select one of these. So regenerate the health of all units in my own army by 20% per turn, also works in reserves. Friendly horror and believer types gain extra power. Army counts as the Celestial Church's capital. Cannot hide in forest, cannot be ambushed. Huh. Damaged units regenerate up to 40% of their health every turn, while inside a location with a supply perk and fortified. So these are all just active. Okay, well that's convenient. So what can we do while we are here? We can get some extra units. We do not have the higher tier archers, and we cannot build this place up. Yeah, so the way this works is there's a prosperity level. It goes up by 1 per turn, and when that gets up to level, or we get 10 prosperity, then it'll level up and get extra resources and unlock new units we can buy. Okay, 3 out of 4 means we can have 1 more unit in this army. So we have the Esquire, Starborn Infantry, Guardian, Armor Block, Pierce Taunt. So pretty tanky. The Trostdenfus, Primordial Beast Horror, Ranged, Pierce, Annihilate. I think there's ways I can look at these to see, like, what does Annihilate do? Successful hits do 2 damage instead of 1, so higher damage. And then Pierce enemy armor. And they're ranged. I think this is my... yes. So Belinda the Ascetic, Hero, Starborn, Monster, and Horror, Cripes. So she enfeebles things, she does a line AoE attack. Heals allies, ignores ranks of fear and dread. Also has Annihilate. Attacks slowly, though. Okay. So what do we want as kind of a front line? So we can get the Skirlith, Starborn Cavalry Believer. Flying Priest that... with accurate strikes, who can wound several enemies at once in close combat. We get more Esquires. Or we can get the Avowed. Strong yet slow Priests who enfeeble enemies. We already have that, though. Considering we don't have any Skirlith yet, I think I might go for this. Trample, Armor, Ward, Annihilate, Fly Scout, Accurate, and Siege. So sure. They are going to cost me a pretty penny to buy. I think they're probably worth it. Okay. Forget. How do I check the... okay, we don't really have much else to check. So let's close out of this. We've filled out our army. What is this symbol? I have no idea. Probably just capital. Okay, so purge. Play on an avowed location and perform a purge, adds 10 faith income per turn to the location and removes the heretic effect. An own location. Okay, and then we have Venom Whispers. Play on an enemy army or location, randomly poison up to 4 units. Interesting. So we were down here. We do have a neutral location, so I can head over here at the very least. I can figure out how to move. Okay. So this is an easy win if I want to just go into it. Passive army, 4 units. Right click to attack. Sure. Let's go into a fight and I'll show things off. This might also give me like another location I can hold on to. So unlike every other heroic strategy game out there, what is this one? Serpentine Torment. I don't know. Just send it out. Yeah, this is an auto battler. I'm not actually specifically doing anything. I can fly to target location. That's okay. I'm just going to toss that off and hit him with status effects. So yeah, it's a full auto battler, but I have cards at the bottom that have, like, cooldown effects. Okay. And I can use them whenever I feel like they are tactically relevant. The victories have earned some gold loot. Stored in loot wagons in my reserve. We got to bring it back to a location with a storage perk to keep it. And we can also steal things as well. Did we have casualties? Can't tell if I did. And I've now taken this location. So I can... oh, no. I've taken the location. Okay, let's take a look at my army. We're not too wounded. You can see on like an individual level, these guys have taken a little bit of damage. So I could potentially hold off on exploring for a second. Yeah, location prosperity. It's fine. Yeah, so I don't actually get to keep this location until I've cleared it. Might be a good idea. Oh, they're saying they're confident, so let's give it a shot. This is usually a secondary fight. Oh yeah, it's even less than what we had. So what does this one do? Dealing damage and explodes with an attack power of 2. Let's hit those guys. What's this one do? Target area. Yeah, so we're just going to keep firing our abilities to just kind of stun and damage. I'm a dragon chucker. Okay, and the other 2 are like fly to this location and then retreat, which we don't want to do. None of my units seem to have been killed. We're taking a little bit of damage, but it's not like too bad. Okay, here we go. So I lost a Esquire. Oh well. Okay, Heretic. Its location is Heretic. It does not produce income or grant recruitment cards until faith income is added. So we can specifically purge. Adds 10 faith income per turn to the location and removes the Heretic effect. I see. So if we take a look at this one, we have no idea where the faith is exactly. Okay, so I could also do Venom Whispers. We can explore this one again? Is this not a location that I can build? Venture location natural. So no location upgrade. Generates building materials for me. So we could buy a Griffling, but we don't have enough space. We could spend faith to get Illumin Hounds. And eventually we could build this up, but not currently. We need more prosperity. Goes up once again, 1 per turn. It'll take a little while. Okay, so I think we just end turn. Probably. Yeah, we're out of movement. Okay, how's everything else doing? Looking pretty good, actually. I will have to pay attention to this eye, so this must be a tracker for how heretical a location currently is. And I'm assuming it wanes slowly. Maybe. Yeah, strategy cards, I can just use them. They do cost resources, but it's fine. So do we want to just go fight these guys? I think so. I guess question is, let's just double check. Yeah, so my army heals at the end of every turn. It's not like huge amounts, but they do. Wickerwork effigy. Reduce recruitment cost by 15%. Ooh, that's nice. And then Golden Word, yeah, adds defensive means to your army and heals all units in the army 30% per turn. So this is my, like, super special one that I started with. I don't know if we can lose it. We might. Yeah, that means that this army largely will never run out of, or will be full health with every round. There we go. Ooh, there's a bunch of them. Not for long, though. There we go. And yeah, we're just going to mulch all the monsters. We want to get this character level up, which has a couple of bonuses. Okay, so her leveling up gives us a choice of a new strategy card, or an upgrade to one we already have. So we can do Heavenly Scouts. Plan a friendly army to grant Scout, or friendly location to grant Lookout. Reveal hidden enemies. Affected armies increase their max movement speed and cannot be ambushed, which is kind of good. Pyre. Plan a friendly location to erect a pyre for 3 turns. It immediately generates faith based on the location's current prosperity points. As long as the pyre is burning, it guarantees a minimum faith of 1. It only lasts for 3 turns. Is a little expensive, though. What does this one do? So, amount of afflicted units from 4 to 5 and health loss. So this one's really good if I want to weaken an enemy group. I think I'm going to go for that. I don't like temporary upgrades if I can avoid it. Okay, and we are not wounded in the slightest. Like, a smidge. We're out of movement, though. So the question is... Yeah. Oh yeah, that's pretty weak looking. So I think we go for Sabin's Hoff and then we loop back here. Especially because we might be a little locked in. Yeah, going into a fight cost me all of my movement for the round. But we do want to drop off all this money that I've been hoarding. When we get the chance. Yeah, so faith drops slowly. Wow, whatever religion these people have, I don't want to make too many assumptions, but gosh, if your religion has, like, that much waning faith, you might want to reconsider whatever your tenets are. Either that or just the world is super culty and everybody's just like, ooh, new belief system, let's make a switch. Did you hear? This new religion has tablets. Our religion only has scrolls. Okay. So once again, probably worth it to just do a purge every time I go by these. Okay, let's take a look at this location. It's currently suffering unrest. Okay. Did not provide recruitment or upgrade cards. So we could pillage it for a large amount of gold. It reduces the prosperity level of 1. I don't think it really helps too much. I think I could also destroy it, which I think will be more valuable when I'm messing with a location that I'm not nearby. But this is like my current heartland, and I don't want to like toy with it too much. Okay. So we can also choose a new hero if we want to. Tempting. We're going to walk back with whatever gold I've picked up. That's better. Let's get a new hero. So we have an Inquisitor or a Truth Weaver. We already have a Truth Weaver, so time to get an Inquisitor. I like the fact that they've got like a monster buddy with them. Oh, that actually looks really cool. Okay. You know, we have just... Oh, we don't have a whole lot of faith here, which is the tricky part. I think I'm going to get the Avowed. They're cheap money-wise. And I don't have one of them. Can I purge? Oh, I can. Okay, that's useful. We can go that direction. So let's take a look at these guys. So what does he have? Confession Tower. Yeah, they actually have a warning now. So I'm going to take this guy over here, and we're going to slap this tower on this one. Slows the faith decay. And call it a day. There we go. So yeah, if the eye is open and bright like this, we get a lot more faith. Okay, this is an interesting faction. It's kind of weird funky, but it works. And yeah, I really appreciate that I'm at the bottom of the map. It gives me a lot of space to expand. I almost wonder if it's specifically somewhat angled in such a way to put the player at the bottom of the map. Okay. Easy win. Oh yeah, for sure. It's just a handful of dudes. Slap them up. We do have the big spiny dude, who seems like they might be a bit of a pain. No, it seems like we're fine. They're fine, actually. Sometimes there's some, like, really tanky dudes that do not die. But, no, looks like this one was nice and easy. I think we leveled up again, which we like. Okay, so we can get Pyre 1. Affected friendly combatants explode on death. Or we can upgrade Purge. Gold cost. No gold cost. That's so nice. Okay, so they can't do anything. Let's take a look at them. Do we have anything at the garrison? We could buy the Griffling. Well, considering we can't fit anything else anyway, we might as well. Because, yeah, I maybe want to get another Skirlith, but cannot afford. Yeah, do we want to... Can I get up here? Looks like it. What do we think? I don't know. Time to find out if this guy can fight these guys. Because we need to get the experience. The problem is it's a much smaller army. So what does this one do? Inferno of Fire. And a Heavenly Wrath. Okay, so we want to do one then the other, I think. Yeah, I really like this auto-battler card system. Most heroic strategy games, I will admit, I tend to kind of tune out on. They're fine tactical strategy games, but I find them to be painfully slow. And so it's nice to have... Let's see. We lost 6 of our Grifflings. Okay, so they're not very good. Question. Do these guys heal at all? No. So that's a little trickier. I'll think about what I want to do with them. Looks like we can't do anything else anyway. What was I even going to say about any of this stuff? Mostly just running around grabbing. We want to get this guy experience because their biggest issue mostly boils down to utter lack of available units that it can put into the army. We can try and chuck him into this. Worst comes to worst, we reload and see how it goes. Oh, we're sieging it. Sure. Okay, what about these? Do we just keep going? Actually, I think I want to kind of clear the bottom first, if I can get to it. Reason why I want to clear everything on the bottom is it's going to be easier to hold. There we go. Oh, that's a nice stun. Yeah, we want to upgrade all of these cast cards so they do even more damage. Because being able to just chuck some spells and instantly annihilate a enemy army is extremely handy. Let's explore this as well. It's almost always just a second fight, but hey, I like having a second fight. Because normally, yeah, you stop moving. Yeah, these guys are just rocking it on their own. You stop moving as soon as you fight an enemy. And so having an exploration lets me get 2 fights in, which is nice. Okay, what is that? Ooh, unit. So we got a random guy. And leveled up again, which is kind of a bit of a rich get richer situation. Okay, so we can upgrade this one. Chance to poison enemies from 30 to 40%, decrease the cooldown, which is very good. Heavenly Scouts, or what is this one? In a friendly army location, consume 30% of HP of all celestial type units, randomly heal non-celestial type units. No, let's just go for the upgrade. So what is that? Silent Embrace. Oh, that's the one we just saw. And then, yeah, army capacity is up, so they can have more people. And let us continue to purge the heretics. How are they looking? Getting close to level 1. Siege ends in a turn. Yeah, let's hope whatever's in that city on the left there is not too hard. Okay, so faith is 1, faith is 3. So yeah, it slowly drops over time. But at least with a structure on one of these, it bottoms out at 1, which is kind of good. Okay, gates breached. Hire another hero. Do I want to? I don't know. Okay, so this is what they have. It's pretty weak. I'm going to assume that these guys have got it. So the one problem is they do have the ability to fire arrows at me, which is a little stinky. Or not, actually. Oh, nope, there they go. Yeah, so I'm just going to mess with them with spells. Looks like we've got this one. Because these guys seem tanky enough that they can actually just handle a whole group on their own. And the hero is just clobbering. What if they actually managed to dodge the arrows by doing the fly action? That'd be lovely. You cannot escape me. Yeah, so we completely lost the Grifflings, but we kind of didn't need them. Oh, that's his loincloth. For a second, I thought this guy had like a cool crystalline leg thing going on. Okay, so he gets a level up. And what do we have? So we can upgrade the Confession Tower, which reduces the gold cost and material costs. So that's kind of good. Authority. Plan a friendly unit, give it defensive power and immunity against fear. So that's kind of good, actually. Or Flight. Summons birds, target area, remain for a couple seconds, enemies move and attack slower. Ooh. Yeah, summon the birds. Upgrading the tower would be good, but that's a good combat power. Especially if I'm, like, stacking a bunch of things on one area. Okay, so that's got a much larger garrison. Can I get some birds? Yeah. And this is a location with actual supplies, so we might want to just hang out. Now the question is, do we want to just give this guy like a giant army of birds? Hell yeah, birds, let's go. Okay, but I think they're just going to sit there for the time being. Now, here's the question. She can purge. Too far away. Or is it? Okay. I'm going to move up here. Purge at a distance. And then do we go fight these guys? 5 units. 2 units. Let's go for this one. Bigger the army, the more experience we get, right? Presumably. little harder to hit with the spells on this one. Oh, the purple's the poison on my end, probably. Like, I'm doing that to them. I'm always afraid of, like, purple AoEs on the ground for what should be very obvious reasons. Should probably get another hero at some point. Probably also figure out how much do these guys have, money-wise. It's like 300 or so on them. Yeah, we should bank that before we get another hero. And I think I should have 3 heroes. I think more than that is maybe overkill. I think I'll leave these little armies here. However, I will not stand for anything taking my territories. That's illegal. That's not something we tolerate here in this house. Yeah, these guys are pretty good. This is actually a fairly functional faction. I mean, they always are. I do like the base human faction because they've got some like really fun bull charges. But these guys are actually cleaning up pretty well. Okay. Now, I guess we're going to move back a smidge. Get him with a purge. Now that's level 1. It seems pretty basic. Oh yeah, that's not a meaningful threat at all. I guess the one thing I didn't check. Oh yeah, my guys are full health. Good. Yeah, because we want to take each of these lowest sections. It will be a little tricky to hold them, but I figure it seems like there's only a handful of, like, inroads south. And so if I can take and keep them, that'll be better for me. This one's unrest. Oh. I think we have to wait to build it up? Yeah. Any of these other ones ready to be built up? This one. Well, let me play it, though. Not sure, maybe I need somebody present. Oh, we didn't actually put one of these towers on this one. Of course, that's why it went full heretic. Oh, it's okay. I think what I'm going to do is probably take them back, deliver all that money that I've hoarded, use that to hire another hero that I'm going to use to kind of take out some of the marauding armies. Okay, go back to that one. I can build it up. Oh, here? Oh, because my hero is the capital. Okay. Yeah, so it's army size 3 or 4. I do like the Inquisitors because they've got really good movement. Okay. Do I want to give them more birds? Okay, so now that they have an abundance of birds, yeah, let's send them out to start taking out some of these smaller groups. Because this is easy. Alright, I forgot we can also speed things up dramatically. There we go. Okay, then I can spend gold to purge. I suppose we do. No, I could get a confession tower. I think we do. It'll pay for itself, slowly. Okay, there we go. So now we can have somebody that is going right, left, and center. And the right and the left ones move pretty fast. Oh, I forgot to... Damn it. I forgot to actually attack this one. Gates have been breached, but I'm not doing anything with it. No, it's okay. Yeah, let's take this out. Okay, so which is my... This is the one that pulls enemies in. I'm just going to drop the fire and the birds and everything. There we go. Yeah, this whole group is just fire for days. No ranged units, no AoEs, no support or anything. I should probably get them at least 1 or 2 ranged units, because I think we literally just don't have enough space for all of my units to attack comfortably. That's a hell of a lot of experience. That's the good stuff. Okay. So do we upgrade Purge? Yeah. Because it drops the price and increases the income. The other ones are great too. Okay, so what can we buy? More birds, more melee. Well, dang, you got me. It's time for more birds. Okay. Up this direction? Easy win? I mean, they're starting to go heretic, so none of that you. Okay, and then I can just crank this speed. Like, it's not the most efficient, but these are really easy fights. Alright, gets us another level. Should probably get another unit when I get a chance. Okay, upgrade this. Increases the power of the attack. What is this one? Oh, explode on death. Eh. We just don't have a lot of sacrifices. So what is this? Oh, another explorer. Okay, I'll go for ×2 speed. I'm gonna bully this dude. Because this is like a full-on, kind of rude siege engine. This one just barfs units, which is also annoying. But, like, manageable. Oh, yeah, I want to take that thing out. There it goes. I do love the fact that it's a tower that just barfs units. Someday I'll have to try that faction. Because I think it would be a hoot. And it's just a handful of very easy looking dudes. Easy. Not enough experience, unfortunately. Yeah, it'd take a little bit to get going, but... Oh, and they actually just immediately go back to the city. That's nice of them. Sometimes you have to walk them back, and it's annoying. So some of these I'm noticing are actually getting enough prosperity that they... Oh, yeah, this one might actually get up to level 2 quickly. Yeah, we're going to want to try and upgrade some of these. So I might take them on a tour to just upgrade a couple of these locations real quick when we get the chance. I just wanted to get my lands somewhat locked down so nobody would mess with them. Okay, so we can build up. Expensive. But it's a big one. Probably go here as well. And do the same thing, especially because we've got enemies coming in. Yeah. These bigger locations are definitely the ones we want to build faster and sooner. Now, slap the tower on. Heretic it up. Okay, how much gold are they carrying with them? Couple. We also have this. Increased power for all friendly units in the same army or location. Bonus double for infantry and guardian units. So that's cavalry. That's infantry. That's infantry. Interesting. So we might want to consider swapping some of these groups around just a little. Okay, so they don't have anything. We don't have enough resources. But she is 2 units down, so let's actually just have them walk back for the time being. Next turn, we'll build it up. Yeah, only 2 units. That seems doable. And I could build the... No, I can't build the confection tower. It's fine. Let's go fight these guys. Because, yeah, we want to get these guys up at least to the point where I can have 4 units in play. Because right now I think they're doing fine, but after a certain point you just start getting overwhelmed. I don't think I'm going to do more than just have these 3 armies, though. Maybe I'll have, like, one more that is just a guy that wanders around. Just doing basic management in the background. So we could upgrade this. I mean, sure. Might as well make it cheaper. Okay. Anybody else? Technically just them. Well, I mean, we could head off one of the armies. Movement 5. Movement 5. So yeah, let's just charge these guys down. Because the less random units that we have to worry about, the better. Just gonna hit him with the bird bomb. Question is, yeah... I'm just gonna go for those. These guys seem to be getting chipped down without even really harming me. I think they're just there to distract my frontliners. Here's the problem. All of my units are frontliners. Who are you gonna distract? Ain't gonna work. Then we should probably have them go back and heal when I get the chance. Okay, do I want to upgrade this? So, Duration of the Inferno. Yeah, I think so. Because some of the other ones would be nice, but I don't think we need them right now. Right now, our faith gain is actually pretty good. Yeah, what we want to do is kind of do a bit of a victory lap up through here, just to finish upgrading a number of these structures. I think we're just going to have, like, an insane amount of bird cavalry, too, is the other acknowledgement to have in this. Okay, so what is your faith? What is your faith? What's in your faith? Okay, we do also have enough money that I could actually stack some units here. I don't know, let's build one of them at the very least. It says powerful restoration abilities. Battle combatants of this unit have a chance to regenerate 2 health every 10 seconds. Yo, that's kind of nice, actually. Yeah, it's another cavalry. Eh. I mean, when we say it's time to bird up, we bird up. Okay. None of this, you. Yeah, they're trying to sneak past my defenses on this side to... I guess I could just toss the birds there. It's not like they're going anywhere. We might have to worry about some casualties. These guys actually hit really hard. Looks like we're good, but yeah, I'd hate to lose a whole unit. As long as I can get back to a nearby city, we can keep them. Okay. Further, we will see how it goes. Keep upgrading the Inferno. Yeah, because if we take a look at this, I think I'm just going to put them in the reserve. These guys at least have 1 unit left, but if there's only 1 unit out of a handful, and they're looking not too hot. The other option is I could actually build that final hero if I want to. I think so. We'll get 1 more Truth Weaver. This guy's entire shtick, building management. Technically, one of the flyers would be better at this. I should look at that. Oh, one thing to note. Regenerate the health of all units in own army. So we might actually want to swap it. Have them be our building manager. Yeah, I think we do. Okay. Start having them walk back. Take a look at this. What can we recruit? Bird. And yeah. It's an army. Not an amazing one, but it's an army. They're going to have to heal. What can we get? Ooh. Illumin Extorters. Rewarded melee unit. So that's pretty good. Well, I got the faith for more. More birds. Okay, but they're going to have to heal. Okay, so who's the closest to being ready to build up? This one. Because yeah, I think these people will probably build up in such a way that they can do some basic defenses, but I think I'm just going to use their advanced movement speed to run around grabbing their advanced movement speed running around and just upgrading every structure that they can. And they can act as a secondary, like, defensive screen if I really need to. Okay. Got great income. Do we want to grab another stack of these guys? I think we do. Reason being, I can slap them on... I can pass them to the other group, because We actually want to give, I mean, probably one of these guys a bunch of infantry. You know what, actually? That one in the back, because it needs healing anyway. Take one of those, give him the scribes. We've got enough movement, so we can probably go in and hit these dudes. Because, yeah, the Truth Seekers have a passive healing, which is very useful for longer campaigns or being further away from my armies. Okay. Looking fine. A little painful, but fine. Yeah, we have a natural caster as our, like, main damage dealer. So we can do a mix of a bunch of melee units if we want to. Okay. They're good. Anybody else ready to be upgraded? I think so. Yeah, this is why having these guys be our builders. Ooh, what is this thing? War Titan. Random unit of the corresponding type. Ah. And yeah, one thing I can remember to do. Go here. Are there any interesting units I can have? I kind of like to slowly cycle these guys out for a full infantry squad. Because as long as we've got this... Yeah, infantries and guardians. I wonder if it's even higher for infantry guardians. Maybe. Okay, do we want to go straight up the center? Kind of, yeah. Ooh, that's a bigger army. Not enough to fight them, though. As for 3 turns. Okay. Yeah, poison is going to be very good for softening up hard targets. Which is kind of what I'm looking for. Okay. Like, maybe we'll want to have a second army here. It does feel like this mountain pass is going to be a kind of a hard limitation, though. Okay, this is the one we poisoned, right? Yeah. Let's do a big fight. See what happens. We might have to flee in terror. But I'm hoping not. Yeah, the wolves make pretty good frontliners. It looks like the... Oh, no, they just ran back. Okay. I was like, it looks like the dudes with the maces just bailed. That's not actually the case. There we go. Wow, that did a lot of damage. And this is why we upgrade our spells. Ooh. She's going to get a lot of levels. Does mean my units got kind of messed up a little bit there. Go for Heavenly Scouts. Could go for some other things. I think we just keep going for that. And yeah, took some damage. What we probably want to do eventually... Let's take these guys back. And move these guys in. There we go. Yeah, having a cohort of followers isn't a bad move. Well, do we want to poison somebody? I'm going to poison them in case they come for me. Okay, so how are these guys doing? Looking good. What is the softest target? 3 and a 10? Oi. The 10 is a little scary. It does look like a pretty basic army. But 10 units is usually a lot more. Just might be infantry. Look at how these guys are doing. Oh, they're full health. I'm gonna punch it. Yeah, I'm outnumbered, but it's a lot of really basic dudes. A lot of really basic dudes that I've clustered into one very small area to punch repeatedly with big spells. Seems like it worked out. I love the comically overlarge quills on those characters. Can't do it. There we go. Yeah, so we definitely took some damage. I don't think we had many if any casualties. It's mostly just a matter of like, we got slaps. 760 experience though, that's what I'm looking for. And then all that's left is a bunch of fairly weak units in comparison. So yeah, let's start upgrading these pyres. Three units? Let's do it. Because that way they'll be more likely to fight the... any like little stragglers are more likely to fight my truth seekers. Eventually what I'd like to have is like a handful of reasonably effective... Oh, I should actually do the stun before I do the other one. Let's see. Having a couple of like reserve units would actually be really smart. Okay, do we upgrade Pyre? Oh. What else do we have? Consume health. Divine Revenge. I guess we're just gonna upgrade Pyre. Okay. Do we have any other structures that are ready? No. I'll leave it here then. Alright. Double checking. There we go. I'm in kind of time... I don't want to say exactly time crunch mode, but it's like a couple days before Christmas, a little busy. A lot of games coming out and not enough time. Well, a lot of games came out this year and I'm trying to go back over some of the ones that like I missed or they got a big update or an expansion or something. Let's see. And so like sometimes with these games there's a temptation to go for like 2 hours for a video. I certainly do it. I certainly love doing it. I certainly shouldn't do it too often, especially when I'm on time crunch mode. Okay, they go straight back. Kind of tempting to have these guys go back for a second. Let's see. Because they're healing slowly. These guys are doing fine. The main thing is they can take another set of units. Yeah, it's just all birds. Hoping to get more of those casters, but alas. I mean, I could, but no. Now we should do more birds. What other, like, armies do we have? I'm actually a little low on faith, interestingly enough. I guess it makes sense. I'm letting a number of these go heretic on me. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. How much money do they have? Like 200 or so in stock. These guys poisoned? They are. Die. Yeah, I really like that poison ability. That actually does horrid things. To, like, it really softens them up. So even if it's like a fairly even matchup, they lose like a third of their health before we even get into a fight. It's a little expensive, but it's worth the price. Is she gonna level up again? Cripes, man. I think she just might solo conquer everything. So we could go for the bird spell, which I do want. However, I do think I want to keep going for like Serpentine. Just whatever spells I already have, keep upgrading them because it makes them dumb. Let's see. How they doing? They're doing okay. Which of these looks soft? Honestly, I think I might actually slightly painstakingly walk all the way back down. You know, the other thing is, I'm being stingy for no reason. I have a ton of money. I could easily spend money to purge at each of these locations to boost my faith game back up. I'm still in a pretty good position with these towers giving me an amount, but it would help. I think the main thing is because I'm not losing any units, we don't have to worry about it as much. I think this is something else that I specifically love about this game over a lot of other like heroic strategy games, is that unlike many of the competitors that I have played, yeah, faith is 1. Excuse me, I need to... these are rookie numbers. We gotta get them up. Do you want to poison them? Well, okay, hold up. Which of these okay, so that has supply 1. That has a layer. This also has supply 1. I think I'm just gonna go here. Reason being, it's furthest away from anything else. It has supply. Main reason why I want that is so I can drop off the amount of money that I'm starting to hoard on this group. Let's see, what was I gonna say? Really like those wolves. Like, I'll have to look into some of these things and see if I can actually get like a small army of them. Because yeah, the wolves actually heal themselves, so if I have a just decent amount of those, we don't have much to worry about. Okay, cool. Take this. We can immediately convert. Can't do anything because we're... I think we have to wait until unrest is over, but then we can drop things off. Oh, there is a little army back here. Okay, where are these guys? Take a look at this one. What can I toss in? More wolves? Okay. They don't have the tower yet. Do we have enough movement speed? Maybe. This guy should take this out. Not yet. Because they can do a little bit of work down there. Okay, I think these guys are still healing, right? Yeah. Yeah, leave it as such, leave it as is. Don't push too hard. So we've conquered, what, a quarter of the map? It looks like there's a giant crater in the center, too. So really it's just there are exactly 2 sides. This one's split into 2 parts. This one seems to be a little bit more unified, but 2 sides for me to conquer, and for whatever reason, all of my opponents seem to be on the top side of the map. So I've been managing to just kind of coast through this entirely on dunking on neutrals. which honestly feels maybe a little cheaty, but hey, we're here. It's fun. I'm having a good time. Take a look at these guys. How are they doing? Much better. Yeah, previously they were looking big bad. Now, comfy. Question. Did I have anybody in the background? No. Well. Ah, the Esquires are infantry guardians. Good to know. However, more birds. Look, if they've got 8 units, I might as well have 8 units. Okay. Just toss that up there. We'll throw Distracting Bird that direction. And then just torch the rest of this. Should go by fine. But yeah, what I was going to say is, one thing I don't like about a lot of other heroic strategy games is that it kind of feels like it's a numbers game. This is true here, but it's one of those where, like, in a lot of the other ones that I've played, you almost kind of are forced to play coward until you can kind of hit critical mass on your units. At which point, then you can maybe kind of sort of comfortably started venturing out and exploring and some other things. Yeah, faith cost is 0. Not that it, like, is the most helpful thing, but it's nice. Oh, cool, and I can just build this one up anyway. Okay, siege ends in a turn. These guys, yeah, they can do it. Because, yeah, we should probably level them up. I don't think we can get another hero in this run, but that's fine. And I think eventually there's like an upper limit to how much you can build up each of these locations anyway. But this one, the actual like adventuring, the only way you can build up in strength is by going out and adventuring, you know, fighting fights and gaining levels and increasing your overall unit capacity. And so it feels like there's a much more like natural power ramp rather than like running around looking for small incremental power boosts over and over and over again. Just because I don't find that as compelling. Okay, do we think we can do this? Yeah, it's looking doable. Because yeah, we have to do the exploration to actually clear this one out. But one thing I will say is it does feel like this faction is maybe a little on the thin side. Some of the other factions felt like they had a lot more abilities and structures to build, whereas this one is definitely... actually, I'm gonna fly all my dudes up here. These wolves can... Ow, maybe not, actually. One of my wolves got aced. It seems like this is fine. Honestly, that maybe both of them can't even hurt each other. But yeah, those siege units were letting me just kind of... Or the siege units were causing issues. But yeah, I think these two are just too tough. Oh, it's okay. These guys can just go back to healing. I think part of the problem with having a bunch of tanky frontliners, their damage is not amazing. However, that is the benefit of potentially having spells. Also, we got a random Lancer. Good. Well, that's some goodies. Upgrade Purge. Always upgrade Purge. Oh, they leveled up twice. That's very nice. Confession Tower level 2? Yeah, I think we're going Battle Birds. The Confession Tower is like, they cost resources. Maybe the level 3 upgrade is actually really good. I don't know. Okay, and then obviously we're letting them sit there to heal. But this one, we can actually buy stuff. Oh, forgot I'd taken those guys off the field, and we can buy more birds. All right, well, anyway, I think with all of this said, I'm having a grand time with this one. I love this game. I think this faction is a little thin, but I do like all their effects and abilities. I think maybe they're just heavily reliant on like neutral unit recruitment. Forlorn Cavalry. hit and run tactics and pillaging. I don't think I care deeply about it. Anyway, I might as well mention at this point that Songs of Silence is available now on Steam. It's been out for, when it came out in 1.0. Oops, trailer just autoplays. Thanks, Steam. It came out in 1.0 last year and has been getting regular updates, including the Light Eaters DLC, which is the one Light Eaters came out a couple months ago. This is the Celestial Church expansion, which just came out. And then looking at their roadmap, they're planning on location management, progression tree for locations. Ooh, that's interesting. So that means you can actually upgrade structures more than just slapping a building on them. I like that. Proof customization, balancing pass, friend pass for PC. Yeah, so if you want to play with friends, you only have one copy. That's good. That's good. I'm so glad Steam added that. And then sometime in the end of the next year, they're adding one more standalone campaign, playable faction classes, and everything. So yeah, Songs of Silence is still getting updates and will be for at least another year, which I'm very happy to see because I love this game. It's gorgeous looking. The music is pretty good. The stories are interesting. The world is interesting. It's like Banner Saga, but more Eldritch Horror, which I really appreciate. Anyway, I guess with all that said, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like. It helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.